We're back. Thanks for staying with us. Joined now by Chuck McKay. Chuck's the author of a book called The Personality Prescription. Chuck and I are old friends. Chuck, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Don. It's nice to see you.
Now, in another life, about 30 years ago, you and I built an FM radio station together, but it's great to have you on the program. Tell us why you wrote The Personality Prescription.
I keep running, well, for about the last, I've been a marketing contract. Fortunately, they don't pay me to speak. Don, I have been a marketing professional, a consultant for the better part of 20 years now, 25. And for the last half a dozen years, I've worked almost exclusively with home services contractors, electricians, plumbers, HVAC guys. And each time I talk to a new prospective client, they tell me that they're being left out because they don't know anything about digital marketing or the internet. And I wrote the book to point out that the things that have worked for the last 50 years are still working and working quite well. You just need to think about how you're going to present yourself to the marketplace.
Well, it's interesting because back in the day, if you were a plumber or a home contractor, that kind of thing, you put an ad in the yellow pages, you painted your logo on your van, maybe you sponsored your local Little League team, and you were good to go. It's a little bit different nowadays.
It is. There's a lot more competition in the first place. But in the second place, everybody is saying the same thing, which means that to the average homeowner, they all sound like the adults in the Peanuts cartoons. Wop, 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 wop. And it is my contention that you can't advertise, at least not effectively, unless there is something different and noteworthy about you. And if you're all performing exactly the same services, how do you do that? And so it is my contention that stop telling people what you do and start telling people who you are will get you a whole lot more mental real estate that they can draw on when they need your services.
Hence the title, The Personality Prescription.
Yeah. Let's talk about every small business owner has built a business that reflects his personal values. And let's say you have three guys who say that they are that honesty is one of their values, but they all express it differently. One of them says, I am honest, I will never lie to you. Another one says, I'm honest, I will deliver everything that is in our agreement. Another one says, I am honest, I'm going to keep doing this until you're perfectly satisfied. Now, all three of them are expressing honestly, but they're expressing it slightly differently. Mm. And it's that expression that makes the difference when we're advertising that particular company.
So when you're talking to a prospective client, what's the best advice you give them?
Best advice I can give them is to recognize what it is that they believe, what the core values are that they've built their business around, and let's tell people about that. Because there will be other people who say, hey, you know what? He stands for what I stand for. I'm going to do business with him.
I read an interesting review of your book where a marketing guy said, I charge $10,000 for this. This guy's putting it all in the price of a book that's 69 pages, so it's not a long read.
It's not a long read. Here's how you'll recognize it, of course. It's available on Amazon, and it's one of those things that you could easily knock out in an hour and a half, 2 hours if you get interrupted.
Once again, The Personality Prescription, author Chuck McKay. Chuck, congratulations. Good to see you again. Thanks so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you, Don.